Yeah, don't worry, bro. He's gonna be there. I'm not worried about any of that. Okay. You know what? I mean, but I'll tell you what you should be worried about. You know why? Because the Tennessee agriculture officials want to curb CBD and THCA Smokables, and they offer a cryptic response to questions, you guys. That's right. Tennessee lawmakers passed legislation to begin regulating hemp-derived cannabinoid products last year, banning the selling of them to those under the age of 21. But the Tennessee Department of Agriculture's new rules submitted in December go further and attempt to curb the selling of hemp-derived cannabinoid products like like THCA and CBD flower by changing the rules around what qualifies as THC. The psychoactive ingredient most commonly found in marijuana, Tennessee law prevents any cannabinoid product containing 0.3% Delta-9 THC from being sold, keeping marijuana illegal in the state. The federal hemp farm bill passed in 2018 legalized the growing of hemp plants containing Delta-8. That's not true. And opened up the door to new forms of THC-like products. And that's not necessarily true either, but okay. THCA and CBD are legally sold as smokable flowers and in edibles in Tennessee. And THCA flower has become popular because it's considered non-psychoactive by state law. It essentially becomes THC when it comes in contact with a flame. THCA and CBD flowers are often indistinguishable from traditional marijuana, except when tested in a lab, and this makes it harder for law enforcement officials to distinguish between the different cannabinoid products, potentially leading to fewer probable cause police searches and raids by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. The problem has arisen most recently in Chattanooga, where a hemp show owner is suing the city's police department, alleging his products were wrongly seized during a traffic stop because they were mistaken for illegal marijuana. The Department of Agriculture declined to specify to specifically answer questions sent. Instead, Kim Doddrich, the department spokesperson, responded to all questions by stating the proposed rules establish requirements for hemp-derived cannabinoid products as required by the legislation. The rulemaking for this new legislation is still underway. Tennessee lawmakers tried to ban hemp-derived products outright in 2022, but couldn't muster up the votes necessary to pass the measure. State officials estimate selling Delta-8 and similar products generated $180 million in economic value for the state, and this prompted lawmakers to look at regulating the industry rather than banning the products. Oh, because they're getting that money. That's why. The new law also gave the Department of Agriculture the authority to write rules around regulating Delta-8, CBD, and THC products. And the department submitted these rules in December, which go into effect as early as July 1st, 2024. The Department of Agriculture will hold a public hearing on the changes February 2nd in Nashville, Tennessee, you guys. Well. Sounds like Tennessee is coming after all your THCA flower, so where are you guys going to go on the internet to buy that if you live in Tennessee? That's what I want to know, and this is Jason Beck for the High at 9 News. What do y'all think?
Man.
Probably just drive over to Kentucky or somewhere, Texas.
I mean,
pretty much.
It depends.
This whole, listen, the whole THCA thing is, I mean,
it's so funny, right?
I'm just sitting back looking at the whole thing. I got a hunch of which way this is going to go, but I mean, it's almost hilarious.
It is. It's absolutely hilarious. I've gotten into an argument with a guy at a smoke shop here in Texas because he was, trying to explain to me. I'm like, you don't know, THCA is like, that's just flour, bro. Like, that is regular flour. Like, it's a loophole of when it's being tested and how they're calculating the percentage. And he argued with me for 20 minutes, and then he got frustrated and left. And the next time I saw him, he apologized to me and was like, "Oh, my bad, bro. Like, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, that is just flour."
I mean, listen, me and Rico got together last weekend and we sniffed a kilo of THCA and we didn't even get high. I don't know what happened.
Can of bumps.
It was crazy. We did all kinds of green lines.
No, but I mean, I'm just joking. Any of the watchers, don't sniff THCA, and we did not. We didn't do that.
Yeah, so just snort CBD, I guess, right?
Yeah, just CBD. Go to your local cereal shop.
Whatever we
You know
bring
what?
up
You know
the
what's
cannabis
actually really
thing-
good to snip is do a little bump of some keef. I think you'll really enjoy that.
Oh my God, that
come on
sounds
now.
so ratchet.
Hey,
Oh,
you know, whenever we
Joe,
bring up
do not do that. Do not do that.
whenever we bring up the cannabis thing, I got to bring it back to how silent
About
the
like the
doctors
cinnamon
were.
challenge, but with keef.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on here?
Like how silent the doctors were, and Dr. T and I think it's Dr. T and Dr. Felicia both confirmed that taking it through the nose is the most effective way to
I
get
thought
the
they
medicine
said putting up your butt was the most
Yeah, I was
effective
gonna say.
way.
I think you're thinking of boofing.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of boofing, bro.
Yeah.
You're confusing
No.
boofing with spoofing.
No, we could actually run. We actually run the tape.
Oh, we're gonna run the tape. Yeah, okay.
They did say suppositories were quicker, but a more accepted use publicly would probably be snorting it. And snorting THC through the nostrils actually gets it into your system better.
Hold on, did you say the more popular use was the suppository?
More publicly accepted use.
More publicly
would be the
I guess that
snorting.
would be what community you're asking, right?
You're probably not going to go to a suppository party. I mean, I should retract that statement.
You might be able to.
Judgment on anybody. Like there might be some suppository parties going on, but
After our spot in BTLA.
I have a question.
If you're going to do that, guys, there's an accessory we used to use in medicine called a finger cot. It's a condom for one finger, so you can stick it up their ass and not get all over your hand.
Oh,
We're going to have to add
yes.
those. That'll be new merch.
You'll
okay?
find that in a
Finger condoms.
you'll find that in a harm reduction clinic near you somewhere.
I can't hear anymore.
Beat me to the punch on that one. You find that in one of those booths.
I just wonder. I just have a serious question for you guys. Is it all? I mean, is it still considered boofing if you're sticking it up your nose too?
Yeah, I don't think it's called boofing.
I think you could still call it. I mean, you're still sticking it in an orifice.
Yeah, but it's the way it's being absorbed is different.
Let you tell it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like crystalline or if it's like.
All right, how about this, Jason? Next time you go to a party, why don't you bust out a bag of some THCA and ask people if they want to boof it? And when they
not my style,
see
bro.
what they think.
Not my style. Not my style. I'll let you do that out in Austin.
Got these diamonds,
the
bitch.
only city that permits that in Texas. Yes, but we did have two very interesting comments in the chat, you guys. My buddy Anthony, Mr. Spado, he's talking about snowballs. He thinks you guys should snort some snowballs. Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
Yes.
Those are gross. Have you seen them?
Of course they're
what are
gross.
snowballs?
They're like
They're disgusting. They're snowballs.
nugs of weed.
They're
that
just
have
like
been
old school honey bud
saturated in
with
THCA
dirty
powder
keef all
to the
around
point
it.
where you- Yeah,
Oh,
they're
come on,
disgusting.
man.
Yeah,
like
super ratchet.
Yeah, you could get super
What
high.
are we
but-
back in? We back in like 2013 right now.
They're like old school moon rocks back in the day.
Yeah,
It
sounds like moon rocks.
Yeah, and then also too.
Yeah, it's much more intense than moon rocks.
And
in my
much
opinion.
and Vermont Alternative, he said that the latest thing that is being sold in Canada is THCA.
Yeah.
Selling.
I just don't know. I just don't know what these kids are doing nowadays.
I mean, apparently they're. I mean, I don't even want to go into what the kids are doing, bro. It's just all bad. And on that.